Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clutch Them Pearls. Really do appreciate your time. Did Daniel Martell just tell us something important without even realizing it? Because in the Red Hoodie interview, there's a moment, and we're going to play it, where it feels like something may have slipped, something potentially big, and he didn't even blink. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the two grandmothers, and they could not be more different. One step grandmother, one biological grandmother. Belinda is first up, the children's biological grandmother on their father's side, the paternal side. She has been out doing interviews. She's a loving person. She's devastated grandmother who did an emotional interview that everyone needs to hear. She's out here telling the truth because she wants answers and justice for Lilly and Jack Sullivan. And then there is Daniel's mother. One word: potholes. And then let's not forget the wild part, what we learned yesterday here on this live. Malehya Brooks-Murray, the children's mother, has been spotted out at the beach doing a Snapchat with her girlfriends, laughing and posing. Meanwhile, she's done one interview, 2 minutes long, in the last 8 weeks. We're going to talk about all of it on the other side.
So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. If for a second I can feel like this, make me feel like this. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in did it do that? The world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is June 28th, 2025. It is currently 7:44 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Okay. I found what Daniel thought I had read. Okay. Yep. I got it. We're good. Yep. Really do appreciate you all. We've got a lot to talk about in this live stream today, to say the very, very least. Lilly and Jack Sullivan have been missing from their Nova Scotia home nearly 8 weeks now. They went missing May 2nd, 2025. There have not found anything substantial in Lilly and Jack's case to suggest that they were abducted or even that they left the house on their own. Literally nothing. It kind of reminds you of Sebastian Rogers' case, Summer Wells, a lot. There's a lot of them. And we're going to talk about several different things today. First, we're going to talk about Daniel, who is very interesting. Daniel is the only one, and I give him credit, who has been speaking out for the children at all, as far as parental figures go. He is the stepfather of Lilly and Jack Sullivan, and he has done several interviews. We have spoken a lot on this channel about Daniel, obviously, but he about when someone who is potentially lying to you is lying to you, they have there's always truth the in the mix, right? Because if they don't have what we call anchors, right, then they can't, what's the word I'm looking for, Justin? They've got to have anchors so they can remember, and they base it off some of the truth is what they do. And there's always, the saying goes, there's always some truth in every lie, and that's very true. And he said something, I was listening this morning to some of his interviews, because I go back and especially like if I'm driving, I have to drive a lot. And I thought, oh shit, he just said that. And we're going to listen to it. I want to hear what you guys think about it. I want to hear what you guys have to think about it. We're also, boy, I'm telling you, the technical trouble. We're also going to be talking. Daphne sent me a video. She wanted me to look at it. And there, put a 1 in the chat if you remember something about filling in potholes, that Daniel's mom was supposedly filling in potholes. I don't know if it was the day before or the day of or the morning of. I don't know when it was. Please, who was doing that, Tina? Who was doing that? That's, I hope not. See, I'm getting 2 different answers in chat. I'm getting the morning of and the EVS. That's interesting, and Daphne just reminded me of it because nobody talks about that. and she made a video. We're going to give her all the credit. You guys can sub up to Daphne. Link is provided in the description as well. I've not even watched the video yet. She just sent it to me like right before I got started. Also going to continue the interview with Belinda because she has firsthand account on that day, the next day after Lilly and Jack Sullivan vanished. Day before, according to Durwood. Well, I mean, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It was the night before. Malehya didn't think she was home that night, so she supposedly took the kids early AM Friday. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll get to it. Guys, do me a favor before we get started. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. Consider also sharing this live out on your favorite social media platform. Guarantee you there is someone out there on your feed that has not heard of Lilly and Jack Sullivan. And none of us really know what happened to Lilly and Jack Sullivan. In my opinion, I think we have a good idea that something happened, clearly, in my opinion. But still, we don't know. Nothing is 100%. And that being said, they could be anywhere. They could be anywhere. And particularly, I don't think there's a lot of hunters in Canada or anything, but people who hike and stuff, they really need to look closely. And what we're going to talk about today in Daniel's interview, in my opinion, gives us a very big clue about that. Thank you so much for sharing it, Carol. Really do appreciate you very, very much. Also, if you want to become a member of the Pearl family, would really appreciate that. We're always trying to grow our Pearl family. We have a goal of 15 new members or gifted members on this stream. If you are able to help out, that's always appreciated as well. Lily, love you, Justin, and love you. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. I really do. You see, I wasn't sure about that Canadian cookie because like my uncles and stuff, they used to go to Canada and hunt. But I know how pew-pews are in Canada, so I wasn't sure if like there was a lot of people that had pew-pews in Canada. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really sure about that. Thank you so much, Lady for Justice. Thank you, love. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, GSP. Good to see you, my friend. Do apologize for being late. I was trying to get it all together, and I was at the pool all day today, and I was sweating like a hoe in the first row of church. So had to get me together. You know what I mean, for y'all. I always feel like if I don't like to people to sit behind an avatar and watch it just shake like that. I feel like it's just a cheap form of content. I don't know. So I try to give it to you with my face. Oh, thank you so much for Get Me Not. That's so sweet of you, my dear. Thank you so much. That is so kind. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Very kind of you. You received one of those. Give our Forget Me Not a big, big thank you, my love. Really do appreciate you so much. I should be a life coach. Well, thank you. Thank you. I watched on my Obama phone and my TV with Comcast cable. How about that, Kimberly? All right, let's get to it, y'all. So, Daniel, and this one has been a month ago. it says 4 weeks ago, he did an interview with the CBC Nova Scotia. Now, one thing that Daniel hasn't changed in his stories is he was on dirt roads. Thank you, Linda. Good to see you, honey. He was on dirt roads and he was in culverts. But he said something in this interview, and it's so interesting how you can go back. I've like in Summerwell's case, I've went back 2 and 3 years and caught stuff, and I've listened to it 1,000 times. Literally 1,000 times, probably. And I've only watched this interview a few times, but I caught something. And let me know what you guys think. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. If we get to 1,000 thumbs up, we have a mother chicken party, and you don't want to miss the party. Thank you. Heck yeah, good to see you. All right. So this is the Just Do It. I need to remember this. The Red Just Do It interview. Daniel Just Do It Red. Programming my brain here. Okay, here we go.
Daniel Martell has seen his stepchildren. 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing Friday, May 2nd, after they wandered out of their Pictou County home. They have not been found after weeks of extensive searching the heavily wooded area.
Every day when I wake up, it's just feels like I'm reliving a nightmare of May 2nd. But the main feelings of from sadness have just turned to anger because there's no evidence as of after 1 month.
I will say, whenever a parent says evidence, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the main focus here. But whenever a parent says evidence, evidence is more of it's more of a criminal connotation, more of a legal connotation. And it just always sticks out when he says evidence.
And it's really taken a toll.
On Friday, RCMP say ground search and rescue crews and police will return to the area this weekend, focusing on a nearby pipeline trail where a boot print was previously located.
I know that they're working hard and they're using every resource they have, and it makes me hopeful because that's all we have at this point is just hope.
A vigil of flowers and stuffed animals has grown in recent weeks outside the RCMP station in nearby Stellarton. Since May 2nd, when Lilly and Jack went missing, people here in Pictou County are still struggling to understand what happened and why there are still no answers.
Every day, almost, I go by the RCMP and
RCMP have confirmed Lilly and Jack were seen on camera with family the day before they went missing. Police are asking anyone who was on Gairloch Road between April 28th and May 2nd to share their dash cam or other footage with RCMP. Martel says every detail helps and could lead to finding Lilly and Jack.
I'm going to keep fighting for the rest of my life to find these kids. That's the only goal I have at this point.
Okay, guys, did he do an interview twice? Thank you, BJ. Pal, thank you so much. Did he do an interview twice in a red thing? Hold on. I might have the clip, then I'll just dig it out real quick. He's had to do it twice, or that's not the full interview. One or the other. Hold on. That can't be. Okay, it was with CBC. You know what? I'll just do it like this. CBC. And what date was this on? May 30th. Yes, he's had Maybe it's this one. This is weird. All right, I'll play Daphne's, and while I'm playing Daphne's, what I'll do is I'll get it fixed up here. I'll get it fixed up here. So we're going to play Daphne's. Again, link is provided in the description. It's very weird. Okay, 1 second. All right, credit goes to Daphne. Thank you, Daphne. Now
Hey guys, so one of my subscribers, I blocked out her name for privacy, asked this question. Why was Janie out there filling potholes in the driveway where boot print was found? Could she have been smoothing out all other prints from like other shoes? Like for instance, if they did have a party, was Janie actually covering up the footprints the night before because she knew police were gonna allegedly be there because of missing children, Jack and Lilly? Could this be a clue? Now, looking at their driveway, it's pretty long, okay? And if Janie was out there at night doing this, it's in the pitch black night, guys. Like, come on. How is she able to see? Yes, you can use a flashlight, but there is no street lights or anything around. And if she was filling these so-called potholes or brushing over footprints, how did Malehya and Daniel not hear her? I have so many questions. Now listen to what this guy Durwood says about Janie.
I think she's got a boyfriend. I don't want to say she does if I'm not sure. But Janie wasn't supposed to be. She was supposed to be away on a little trip or away with her boyfriend or somewhere for the night. As far as Daniel and Malehya knew, Janie wasn't in the camper. So, and that's another reason I think that's why Malehya picked that time to get out of there. Daniel was sleeping. She got up early for the baby. They were up. And then Daniel went and laid back down again. I don't know whether Malehya laid back down again or not, went to sleep. But apparently Malehya was taking care of the baby. Daniel laid back down, went to sleep. Now, and there's little things in here that I can't swear to the truth because, like, I wasn't there. And this is only from Daniel. So, and Janie wasn't in their trailer, seeing if Daniel was asleep or not. So, and I don't consider this important because from what I know from there on, Janie was in her trailer, and she got her dog with her. Now, Lilly, I don't know whether you saw the birthday party in that video, but when Lilly gets excited, she starts that little screaming.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, I think it's kind of cute myself, a little bugger, but anyway. So what Janie heard, she heard Lilly doing a little screaming thing, and she heard Jack doing something, saying something or something, and then she heard shh, shh, shh. And then her dog started barking. She woke up. She got up, woke up. So anyway, now this is where Daniel and my rendition of this little, and see, I think it's just a memory thing. It's not my rendition of.
I was playing the right interview. I missed it again. That's how easy I missed it again. So
our opinions differ a little bit here, just exactly.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to say my rendition of what I understand, what Janie told me. Janie, her dog started barking, and she knew the kids were out in the yard, and she knew Malehya was taking them. She knew Malehya took them out the best she could hear them walking, took them out the back door, outside the fence onto the driveway, and where the boot pit came from, that driveway's harder than nails. But the night before, Janie, there was a pothole and a little ditch on the far side of the driveway, and Janie herself was out with the shovel the night before, filling that little ditch and pothole in, and it was raining the night before, and the gravel and it's muddy gravel.
Okay, I'm not trying to make this video too long because I already made another one today. But you look at the driveway, and I'm going to tell you from experience. So when people have gravel and dirt driveways, when it's been raining, and if it dries after the rain, it becomes very bumpy. Like especially if you've been driving over the mud, it becomes very bumpy. So yes, maybe she was filling in some holes, but her entire driveway is dirt. This just doesn't make sense to me. And the bigger question is, why would she be filling in the driveway at night? At night, when it's pitch black out there. Yes, in May, early May, it doesn't get dark until maybe like around 7:30.
To me, it just sounds like a lot of preemptive stuff.
8 o'clock, but it's not summer yet. Summer, it stays light until around 9 p.m., but it's still May, so it was still cold there. And it just doesn't make sense to me. What do you guys think? I want to hear your comments below, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video.
Now, remember, and again, I'm not saying that she is involved in any stretch of the imagination. I don't think Daphne is saying that at all. But we do recall about she, according to Belinda, and I fully believe Belinda 100%, where she said, they wasn't allowing them in the RV. Now she says, I guess it was because of dogs. But before that, they said, Mom, they're not blaming you. Mom, they're not blaming you. Why would anybody be blaming her whenever whenever they had literally just went missing? Hadn't been even missing, I don't even know if a full 24 hours at that point. Daniel was supposedly working on the fence. That was Thursday evening. Thursday evening, Daniel was working on the fence. What was the weather Thursday evening? Does anyone know what the weather was? Does anyone know? Because that would be interesting as well. Thursday and Thursday evening. Particularly like Thursday, when I say evening, I mean after 6 p.m., 6 to 10, we'll say. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. Mom, I can't say your name. Thank you. I never can say it. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, love. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, love. Hopefully you are well. Raining. I remember that week it rained all week, and same into Canada. I am in NYS, so wet and nasty. Interesting. Love you too, Miss Sheila. Oh man, she was doing with the shovel at night. Yeah. Now Daniel says he was working with chicken wire. Did he go buy chicken wire? Did he go buy chicken wire? Oh, thank you, aimlessly. It's sweet of you. I don't know. Was he using old chicken wire? Malehya said it was raining. So, I mean, why are you filling in potholes when it's raining? And why is he fixing chicken wire when it's raining? People don't do that if it's raining. Did she say snow shovel? Because they wanted to search her home, that they thought maybe she was guilty of something. But, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, mom and stepdad are saying they just walked out of the house, right? Now they're going to search all of the property. That's just what they're going to do. It doesn't mean you're suspicious in the least. Like I said, I was doing a case probably 6 months ago. A child had been missing for, I think, 12 hours. The child was found in a closet. In a closet. Kids hide. Kids hide. So it's just another one of those, that's interesting. Kids just don't vanish. No, they sure don't. They sure don't. They sure don't. All right. So let's go back to this. and let's talk about this. So we got potholes, and Janie says she doesn't want. Okay, and this is another thing that really bothers me. Why is it that we seem to not get a real answer if Justin was living there or not either? You know what I mean? Like, he has a place up the road. Yes, he does. Thank you, Holly. He does have a place up the road, but he's also getting divorced. And Malehya said they were living over there, and it seemed like his dog was over there. So what's the problem with him, them, I guess, not wanting to say that he was living there? Potholes, chicken wire, 2 missing shirts. I don't understand why they need to fix the fence and 2 babies are missing. Well, this was the night before. This was Thursday night. Did the big dog Belinda Hurd belong to Justin? Why was that was my next thing, Lisa. Why would Justin was really, really upset. Really, really upset. Were they doing concrete? God, I hope not, Charlotte. I don't think so. I hope not. I really hope not. That would be bad. That would be really bad. All right, here we go. I missed it the first time.
It's been 4 weeks since Daniel Martell has seen his stepchildren. 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing Friday, May 2nd, after they wandered out of their Pictou County home.
No, he's not.
They have not been found after weeks of extensive searching the heavily wooded area.
Every day when I wake up, it just feels like I'm reliving a nightmare of May 2nd. But the main feelings of from sadness have just turned to anger because there's no evidence as of after 1 month, and it's really taken a toll.
On Friday, RCMP say ground search and rescue crews and police will return to the area this weekend, focusing on a nearby pipeline trail where a boot print was previously located.
I know that they're working hard and they're using every resource they have, and it makes me hopeful because that's all we have at this point is just hope.
A vigil of flowers and stuffed animals has grown in recent weeks outside the RCMP station in nearby Stellarton. Since May 2nd, when Lilly and Jack went missing, people here in Pictou County are still struggling to understand what happened and why there are still no answers.
Every day, almost, I go by the RCMP, and it's just so tragic. Just so tragic. You know, I just feel so bad for their whole family. I'm hoping that they find them.
It just doesn't look good, but I hope I'm wrong.
The warden of Pictou County says many people are on edge and children are worried about playing outside.
Oh, I think it's mostly a mood of anxiety maybe and frustration. They too can't believe that there's not an answer by this long and this many people looking.
The RCMP have confirmed Lilly and Jack were seen on camera with family the day before they went missing. Police are asking anyone who was on Gairloch Road between April 28th and May 2nd to share their dash cam or other footage with RCMP. Martel says every detail helps and could lead to finding Lilly and Jack.
I'm going to keep fighting for the rest of my life to find these kids. That's the only goal I have at this point.
Haley Ryan, CBC News, Lansdowne Station.
Okay. Interview.
My heart tells me these babies are gone.
30th.
My heart tells me that.
Okay. God bless Brenda. She's such a sweetheart. Okay, I've got the part of the interview. No, I need it May 30th, 2025. No, May 30th, 2025. That's not the full interview. Someone just sent me it, though, I think. Let me just... Bear with me 2 seconds, y'all. It's May 30th, 2025. Two seconds, y'all. Okay. I've got it, but I wanted the full thing where he talks about it. This might be it. 2 seconds. Two seconds. I don't know where the hell it is. Okay, I'll show you this. I'll show you this. I've got the clip from it, but I want the whole thing. Okay, here we go. So Daniel, it's this interview. It's from May 30th, but you know how the news clips things. And it's just frustrating. It's with CBC. How do you look on CBC? Okay. Daniel Martell. Martel, May 30. I wonder if it's on their YouTube. I can do it like that. Daniel Mart. I always put him as Danielle. Martel, May 30. Is it CBC? CBC, Nova Scotia. $222. Am I just missing it? No, they cut it out. I hate how they split these interviews. All right, we'll do it like this. If somebody has the full interview, please send it. All right. Daniel says something right here. Hold on.
Still go out sometimes and search, but everything's been searched that everything's been dive into at this. Everything's been searched that we can really dive into at this time.
Do you hear that? Dive into. That we can really dive into. Everything's been searched. Remember, Daniel has been searching. He was searching up dirt roads, culverts, water, right? Culverts is water. He even said he was up to his waist in water. Nothing wrong with it, Cherry. It's just, it can be leakage. It can be leakage. Dive into. Who? Okay. Everything's been searched. A parent of a missing child does not say everything has been searched, because everything has not been searched. It obviously hasn't, because they are not found. So a parent never just says, oh, let me throw my hands up. Everything's been searched. Oh, well, can't find them. It's not the way it works. That's not the way someone who is looking for their children. Exactly. Funnel viewers. Yes. Everything's been searched. There's no evidence. I went up dirt roads, searched through culverts, was up to water at my waist, and we'll just, dive into it. He is an avid fisherman. Yes, he's won awards. He certainly has. I'd be very surprised if people give to a fundraiser that goes to any adult who was present. Is someone doing a fundraiser or something, Lakeside? What we got, Daniel was able to names off the borders and specify when wanting the Amber Alert. Makes me think he certainly did want that. Oh, crap. Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. So I can fix this. Okay. Check this out again. Everything's been searched. Now, let's say, heaven forbid, okay, that's fine. MR, Calvados. Is it Calvados? Welcome to the family. 1 second. Okay. Here we go.
Dive into it.
Oops. Why does it not play?
Still go out sometimes and search, but everything's been searched that everything's been dive into it. That everything's been searched that we can really dive into it. Still go out sometimes and search, but everything's been searched that everything's been dive into it. That everything's been searched that we can really dive into it. Still go out sometimes.
He's looking for words there. He's looking for words. He's definitely looking for words, right? Dive into it. Dive into it. I really believe, in my opinion, that we need to look at water closer in those areas. Now, it is true that they searched a lot of the waterways around that area, right? And there is, yes, he was struggling, yes. But I think they need to look at more. What about water, but indoor, like old water tanks? Anything is possible. Oh, no. They were selling bracelets as a fundraiser. Oh, I don't know anything about it. Did you say that about the vigil too? Same lady organized that. I don't know what's going on in chat. There would have definitely been some clues found if kids walked away. I think buried due to sweater comment. Yeah, well, that's another thing, right? Just for him to say, I hope, someone's not setting me up and they're not, Lily and Jack aren't found with 2 sweaters. Who says that? That's very preemptive. Very preemptive. So, in my opinion, I think we need to check places with dirt roads, culverts, water. Those things. All of those things. Okay. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you so much. Good to see you, my love. That's all of Canada. Yeah, I know. But I mean, You're right, it is. I mean, but it's got to be further out. It's got to be further out. And I also think, okay, so you guys remember where they went to that body camera with that lady on the news? You guys remember that? It was further out. How far was that out? It was I want to say it was like 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes out. Okay, guys, let's not talk about bracelets. It has nothing to do with us. I have no idea about a bracelet. Uh, if you want to buy a bracelet, if you don't want to buy a bracelet, if you have a bracelet, whatever, talk to whoever's doing it. I don't know. No, you're not shadow banned, Rainbow. I just now saw you though. And sometimes I think YouTube really does something like that, because people will be like, why is does nobody see me? And then they'll pop up and I'm like, well, I haven't seen you until just now. I just now saw you. Have you been in here a while, Rainbow? Elena King is doing a fundraiser for Jack and Lilly. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Uh, that's awesome. I don't get into the fundraisers or anything because it never turns out right. I don't do it. I send people money and donate that way, but I will not collect it. Hell no. No, ma'am, no ham, and no turkey. Thank you, Ann Elizabeth. Good to see you, love. Appreciate you. Thank you, lovies. Appreciate you so much, Ann. And thank you, Blue Angel. Appreciate you, my love. Appreciate you very, very much. It's okay, Sherry. It's okay. I've seen it too many times on YouTube, and I just can't. I was watching a tarot reader. Oh, I just think we need to really watch around dirt roads and water, particularly. Is there? My phone is off right now, so I'm not taking calls. Not taking calls right now. Well, April, if it's, I don't know what is concerning to you, but it's no concern to me. So just if it's concerning to you, then contact whoever is doing it. That's all I can say. I don't know anything about it. Don't know. That's all I can say. And that is specifically why I figure A is why I don't do those kind of things. Because listen, humans, you cannot please everybody. And even if you have a good intention, somebody will bitch, somebody will complain, or somebody will mess it up. You know, just like I always say, Jesus, in my opinion, was the most perfect being. And look what happened. Damn, he got crucified, right? So we don't got a chance. Okay, moving along. Let's go. Let's move on. Okay, average high was 48 and average low was 33. But what was the weather though, Cher, for Pictou County? Cher said the average high was 48 degrees Fahrenheit and the average low was 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. All right, let's get to this. Hi, Kelsey. I love you too, Fran. Good to see you, lovies. Appreciate you so much. 95% humidity. Okay. All right. So we're going to continue our because I've got some thoughts and about I want to hear the rest of what Belinda have to say, and I also want to speak out on some things Durwood is speaking about. Now, again, he's a very controversial figure in this case, I would say. Some people like him. Some people believe him. Some people don't. And I'm, like I have said, I don't believe he is intentionally harming. Like, his intention is good, but I don't believe him. And the reason I don't necessarily believe him is because if Daniel or Generator Janie told you, then I'm still not going to do it. You know. Thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate that, honey. All right. What are y'all's thoughts on Malehya about that? Her being out there. I was just gobsmacked, y'all. Absolutely gobsmacked. Credit goes to It's a Criming Shame. She link is provided in the description for the replay crew. And if you want to view this without my commentary. But I've got some thoughts on it. Now, Durwood called in here the other day. I might take some calls here in a little bit. Durwood did call in here the other day, and I did question him, and I don't think he was very happy with me after that because he hung up on me. And after he hung up on me, the next day he came in and he cussed me like a dog. And I just said, "Kumbaya, hope you're well, sir." So, this is the thing. He says that he has this information, but he can't tell it. And I'm like, then don't be coming to YouTube. If you really legitimately have the information, go to the RCMP. Period. Go to the RCMP. He says he allegedly did. I think he talks about it in here as well. So we'll get to all that. He doesn't like people asking him questions or not believing him, even though he's a random stranger. Well, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I think he's gotten, I think he cares for Lilly and Jack, and I think he truly believes Daniel and all of them. But, and I say this as respectful as possible, he didn't know what a timeline was. And he says it in this. He did not know what a timeline was. Had no idea what a timeline was. Right? At all. And so if he doesn't know what a timeline is, then I'm just not really sure you know what the hell you're doing, to be quite honest with you.
Their views. Now, and thank you very much, Belinda, for allowing me to phone in or to talk. And now I go silent until I'm allowed to talk again, or if somebody, if you have a question for me,
I get a little fired up,
Belinda,
so
that I
bear
can
with
answer,
me.
I'd be glad. Now,
I'm going to get fired up.
total respect for you, Belinda. I'm done already. I'll stay on the line, but I will not interrupt.
Okay, good, because I do have a question. Janie is a very strong woman. I've seen that a couple of times that I was there, that she is a very strong-willed woman. Why would she have not come forward sooner?
Now, this is going to piss me off right here. I'm going to
If
tell you.
she believed in her
coming.
heart Malehya did this, why would she have not put it out sooner? Because I know I would have.
The number one food for regular BMs, huh?
Get a
Okay,
fan?
let's see.
What do you mean a
Fastest way
fan?
to clear out stuck poop is by adding more fiber to your diet.
I don't care. Sorry, do I not have it on the commercial free account?
I think there's something wrong with my volume. I can't hear nothing.
Drink Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, I can't either, Belinda. Just wait.
Oh my God, that's me. I'm so sorry, Darren. I'm so used to muting
All right.
myself that I
Listen to
muted
this.
you. So you're on my phone, so I muted myself. So he said a very easy answer, and then go from there, Darren.
Okay, and Belinda, if you have something to say, cut me right off and
Listen to this.
shut me up. Please do. Please do.
This is gonna piss me off.
That's a very easy answer. Belinda, I would imagine she knows Janie too fairly well. And she knows her personality. Janie will only put up with so much crap, and then it's over with. Janie had digital creators.
I wonder if the reason I got that commercial because it said crap up here. He just said crap. That's why we got that commercial. I'm not used to getting commercials because I have premium. I pay for the non-commercial. So there's that. Listen to this because I'm going to get fired up right here.
Janie will only put up with so much crap, and then it's over with. Janie had digital creators, interviewers, journalists, people coming into her yard at night, flashing lights and blowing horns and taking pictures and all this crap. And
here we go again.
And I mean,
listen to this.
They were invading her privacy so much that she flipped out and kicked them all away. She would not talk to anybody, and that's why, is because she was being harassed so bad that it was driving her crazy. And that's why she didn't come out. And I'm so grateful to her as well for coming out of me.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe. I mean, they live out in the middle of nowhere. I don't really believe that. I mean, there may have been some news out there. There was one TikToker out there in the beginning, and that's the only person on social media that I've seen that has been out there. They live nowhere. Justin, I get the poop commercial all day on my
coming out to me because the reason she did, the first day that I went out there, I had a problem with Daniel. Now let's make everybody straight on this. The first 3 weeks of this, my family was counting on me to prove that Daniel did abuse those kids and hurt those kids. And for the first 3 weeks, I was looking at him. I thought he did. But everything I found out pointed away from him.
Well, that's very interesting because he was saying I was being hard on Daniel. He said I was being hard on Daniel.
Away from him. Well, now this is my family that I'm indicting here. I want people to understand that. It's me saying, listen, Malehya's in this.
Are they really related, or is this like, Uncle Joe up the road? Is he a friend of the family that you consider like an uncle? Maybe.
Now that's why, and Janie sat with me right in front of me, and when I was talking to Daniel, because she would not miss a word, and after she listened to Daniel and I talk twice, she decided she could trust me and let it out. She let out what she swore to the police, And that's why Janie started to trust me, and she still does. Thank God. And to this day, right, as a matter of what day is it? Thursday? I put in reports on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I showed a pic of Janie yesterday. Not Janie. Sorry. No. I've not seen a pic of Janie, I don't think. I saw a pic of Malehya's. I showed a pic of Malehya's mother, Cindy.
And the major crime unit hasn't even gotten back to me yet. And I know why. But the reason why is right from Jordan, the head investigator's mouth, right directly from his mouth to my ears, but I can't say this because it could affect who gets custody of Meadow.
It could affect who gets custody of Meadow. The last time I checked, if it's CPS, if you generally follow the guide to getting your kids back, that's generally how you get your kids back. So I don't know what he means custody of Meadow. Like, does he mean, what could be so damning? And this is the thing. You got to have a receipt on that. You got to have a receipt.
So I've got to shut up on that one until this is settled.
I'm just stating that I wish she would have come forward at least a couple of days after. I mean, when she was sure in her mind that she really believed Malehya took these kids, because I mean the first
Yes, exactly, Belinda. All of this shit that's happened over the last 8 weeks, and Daniel does a sit-down interview and royally screws it up, changes his story. These text messages come out with Daniel saying multiple different things. And now suddenly Janie hears the kids at like 9 or 9:30 the morning they went missing, allegedly, suddenly. And now they're saying that Malehya may have put the kids out in a vehicle when she was walking back from the driveway that morning. And there was 150 searchers for a long ass time. Media everywhere. And you're saying now that Malehya put the kids off somewhere, when all of these volunteers, RCMP, all of them risking their life and limb to find Lilly and Jack Sullivan, when you are saying you know what happened or know more? I hope you told the RCMP that. And if you know more and hold it from investigators, well, that'll get you up shit creek without a paddle. It just will. You can't hold stuff from investigators when you know. So I don't believe it.
Week to 2 weeks, it was all about searching. And when I was there, I mean, other than the reporters that I seen Daniel talking to, I mean, I was only there for so many hours each day. But I didn't see anybody hounding. I mean, Daniel talked to reporters right off the bat. Why wouldn't Why wouldn't they have said something then?
I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers, Belinda, but that's...
Ken, I've never been disrespectful to you, so you're not going to be disrespectful to me in here. If you want to, increase your conversation, elevate your conversation, rather than just say something that you just said, then we can have a conversation. But you're not going to talk to me like that. Okay? No ma'am, no ham, and no turkey. Okay? If you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. We can be respectful to each other. Okay?
That's what Janie directly told me and showed me, to the point of they even were offering, I don't know whether Earl is her ex-husband or still husband, they even offered Earl liquor.
I mean, why does this trigger you? That's what's very interesting to me. Why would this trigger you? Someone challenging the question that triggers you? Or is it your emotional intelligence? What is it? I mean, what do you want? And said I was mean to him? I was never mean to Durwood. Never mean to him. He hung up on me. I said maybe he'll call back. And I called him back, actually. But just because some rando that's local says Janie's now saying this 8 weeks from now, I only asked him questions. That's the only thing I did. Go watch it. Go watch it. Wasn't disrespectful, but he would say, well, this and this happened. And I would say, how do you know? How do you know? Again, because Daniel or Janie or anyone else that says it doesn't make it true. Especially when Daniel has said so many. In fact, Daniel has changed his stories, his accounts of what happened on the morning of May 2nd, 2025 in Pictou County, Nova Scotia, than any other case I can think of. Right? Listen, I'm not here because, to be frank with you, Daniel and Malehya, I don't favor any of the two, to be honest with you, because Malehya is a mother and hasn't even reposted her children's missing flyer, but she's certainly allowed other people to take selfies after 8 weeks. Daniel has done interviews, and I give him credit for it. But why the hell do you keep changing it? Why the hell do you keep changing it? Listen, There is 2 human beings missing. One has been on the earth 4 years. The other one, 6 years. And they can't fend for themselves. And for little Daniel over here, who can't seem to get his story straight, why do you have to constantly change it all the time? Why? Malehya's on her phone, Daniel text. Now, Malehya's outside with a, coming back. Daniel says, Janie was asleep. And I woke her up screaming. Now she was standing out there when Malehya was walking back. When I got back, RCMP was already there. When I got back, I had to wait for RCMP. They wouldn't let me search, so I jumped over. I can go on and on and on. On and on and on. That's it, Brandy. Asking a question is not argumentative. It's not argumentative. Listen, someone who is not confident in their own research with whatever he's, being told, thinks you're argumentative. Cat B, bingo. Bing the fucking O. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Hey, Manny. Thank you, baby. Do we know if he has visits with his 2 kids? No. No, he has not had visits. He has visits. He's had, I think, 2 visits with Meadow now. I think he has. But, there is a reason why RCMP, they probably legally have to contact CPS, but they took Meadow out very quickly. Very quickly. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. They know more than we do. Yep, Rita, she sure does. Also like to know if RCMP left a guard on Janie while getting warrant. No, I don't think so. Belinda said the RCMP person left and said she would be back. That's exactly right. Way too triggered. And this is the thing. If you're getting your information from Daniel or Malehya, say they have reported to me, or they say allegedly this happened, or they say this allegedly happened, but they also said 2 weeks ago, they also said allegedly this happened. You got to tell it all. You don't just get to erase the last story that you told the entire world, Daniel, and then say, no, this one fits better for the time being. This one fits better for the time being. Let me hand you this slip. It's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. Because this is Lilly and Jack Sullivan. They're children. They deserve the truth the first fucking time. Pardon my French. But I don't understand why to God someone has to give so many accounts, changing it. It's called adapting. That's exactly what it is. Doesn't Lilly and Jack deserve the truth one time? Because they did the same with the Wells boys. It's just procedure. No, Miss Matt Murphy. Some they will remove. Some they will remove. Some they will not. Some they will not. It really depends on the home situation. Really just depends on the home situation. Michael Vaughn's parents, they never removed the kids, right? So it just really depends. But one thing we see in all these cases is the history. I don't think a stepfather should change his stories, and I find that very suspicious, and I find it very, very suspicious that a mother who says she loves her kids more than anything has done 2 minutes of an interview in the last 8 weeks, and yet changed her profile. She was single and all of this, and has been on what, Snapchat. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Daniel, yeah, we've just looked everywhere. We've just looked everywhere. What's the guy that just found his son in Pictou County? He looked for his son a year or 2 years. Looked every day. Maya Miliete's sister. They've been looking for 3 years. I think over 3 years. Dylan from Canada. Dylan Eller doesn't stop looking. Doesn't stop looking. And I'm not saying Malehya needs to be out there with weeds up to her eyeballs. It's not what I'm saying. But being proactive to find your kids, where is it? Where is it? It is not normal. There is nothing normal about it. Nobody, no mother, no beast on land or sea acts that way if their children are in danger. It is not normal. I used to have fish and they would have babies all the time, right? The mom and the dad would protect them. Any of the other fish that got next to them, they would go at them. It is not normal. She went from having 3 kids to now 2 were missing and 1 was taken. She has all the time in the world to be trying to get Lilly back and being proactive about, yes, African cichlids, yeah. Jack and Lily. Of course, it don't matter if your kids are 85 and you're 130, you know. It is not normal. There is no one that will ever convince me otherwise. It's hard for a lot of people to see Malehya and just think, I can't see it. I can't see it. We don't know her like that. Public self, private self, secret self. Everyone has it.
To talk, and that really
Now, Daniel did tell me that too.
Yeah, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Belinda. See, that's a conversation.
Thank you,
That's a
Ginger.
confirmation of a little point, and thank you so much.
That Daniel did tell me
Love you,
that one
baby.
too, that they offered
Thank
his
you, Hobo.
parents liquor and that.
If you received that, make sure you
He
say Hobo.
actually told Charmaine that in the conversation as well.
Thank you very much.
Now, the other thing there is about that blanket. Monday, Daniel was telling me about that blanket.
Sorry, cheapskate.
He said her family found a piece of a blanket up in a tree.
Listen to this.
Daniel was telling me about that blanket. He said her family found a piece of a blanket up in a tree. He said now they never went searching at all. He found it very strange that they found
her family. He found it very strange. Daniel finds it very strange that her family found the blanket. Well, he could be right on that. But the dispatch says the family, I think it says the family does, and I'm pretty sure. Why would the blanket be in pieces? And it was supposedly close to the boot print, from what I understand. She does. What was you referring to, Karen?
found a piece of blanket. Now, I thought he told me the blanket was blue, but I won't swear my life to it because, I mean, my memory's just not the greatest anymore. But he did tell me that it was a blanket that was chucked in the garbage, and he doesn't know if a bear or something tore the garbage bin open.
Yes, because they were so emotional, Daphne. Is that what you mean? Yes. Think about that, y'all. Some of those searchers that, I guess, Generator Janie is saying, you know, now that she's saw all of these searchers for the last 8 week search, and she's going to, you know, come clean about Malehya being out there. Those searchers were so moved and wanting to find Lily and Jack. They were so emotional, they couldn't even yell out their names to keep from crying. And then you've got Mom, who's not done anything.
But he said it was, the garbage bin was tore open and the garbage bag was broke open, and he stated that he showed it to the police.
Probably goddamn crows.
And he also told me that Malehya called the school at 6:18. He said he didn't even know the kids were going to be kept home that day. But she called the school at 6:18, and he had that proof on his phone.
Oh, on his phone. I just now heard that. Well, did Belinda see it? She said he had that proof on his phone. I believe Belinda 100%. But Daniel said via text message, if he hasn't changed his view on this, that Malehya's phone was dead that morning, which is convenient because he also says Malehya was on her phone that morning when Lilly and Jack went missing. So if you think I believe Daniel, you're mistaken. Justin, that's what I was saying before. Everything is on his phone, same as it was used to call the school. Then Daniel and Malehya's family found the blankets. So which is it, Daniel? Daniel's 2 stories weird. Yeah. Yes. Daniel give the real truth for Lilly and Jack.
And I asked him if he gave that to the police. And he said yes.
Hold on, I gotta replay that.
Okay. But she called the school at 6:18 and he had that proof on his phone. And I asked him
That's too early. I'm
if
sorry.
he gave that to the police. And he said yes.
Yep, you're getting exactly the same story and the same thing that I have to go on. And the reason, Belinda, my strongest reason, I don't believe.
He's like, yeah, you're getting the same story. Yeah, you're getting the same story. Because Daniel is telling this dude the same story and Belinda the same story, again, does not mean it's the truth. That does not mean it's the truth. And that's what I think he's getting confused. Because Daniel tells you two the same story doesn't mean it's the truth. It just means he told you the same story. And he's told a lot of different stories.
I don't believe everything Daniel says because I don't
know what's with YouTube.
I'm trying not to curse him because he's not guilty of murdering those kids. And the main reason, listening to his testimony, Logan's, and a few other people's, that all coincided with each other's testimony, and some of the people are asking for receipts. Well, some of these receipts are coming in the form of sworn testimony and sworn affidavits that are
going. Listen, I can assure you that Daniel, Malehya, Janie, all of them has already given their sworn statement. That's the first thing they do. So I don't know what he's talking about. That's the Law Enforcement 101. Right? Law Enforcement 101. And if Janie gave her sworn statement right there in the beginning, and now she's saying something else, well, that's interesting. I don't know what's going on, Susan. I don't know. It's so weird. YouTube's been so weird. Like, my screen keeps going, like, it'll go, like, when I'm in a chat room, it'll go just black, and then I have to, it's like I have to go back, come back in. Right. Well, I mean, they can give Durwood a sworn statement, and it doesn't mean a hill of beans. If you're not law enforcement, if that's what he's talking about, someone giving him a sworn statement it doesn't mean nothing. You can't arrest me, right?
In court, and that's when the receipts are going to get. And I fully agree from your viewpoint what you think is happening, and what you think about the children. And what I want to say is, and Sonny knows this. For a while, I said there was a lot of people saying the only two people that would really know what was going on here would be Malehya and Daniel.
And that's exactly the only two that would know.
And Sonny knows this, and Kim knows this, that I said for...
Well, I would say potentially anybody on that property.
For a while. No, I said I have other testimony. I have other proof that I believe 1,000% true. But I can't say it yet. It's one of those damn can't say it yet things, because Janie trusts me with the information that she gave the police, right? And she showed me everything, right, from the little book.
Yeah, sworn statements. Yeah, that's exactly right. Who said that? Can't remember. Wendy. Wendy says he means people gave police sworn statements, people that are witnesses to certain events that back up Daniel's version. Well, the only 3 or 4. Okay, well, this is the thing, though. It can only be no more than 4 people on that property can back up Daniel's story. And this is the thing. Daniel and Malehya's story, they were backing up each other. Now, Daniel is not backing up Malehya. He's throwing her under the bus. And so what happened there? You get what I mean? Like I said the other day, Daniel's family and Malehya's family, they told virtually the first few days the same thing, right? One of them was asleep. The other one, saw Lilly come in and out of the bedroom or stick her head in. It depends which version they're talking there. And, so they were pretty much telling the same story. Now, Daniel's texting and saying, no, it's not true. She was on her phone. Right? She was on her phone. This happened, that happened. I'll see Malehya in prison. We'll bring Meadow and we'll visit her in prison. Well, if you are saying that and you know she's going to prison, that means you know more that you're not telling. So, what about that? Yeah, Daphne, they are. So, I don't believe Daniel as far as I can throw him. These are not what a couple does. They were, in love and kumbaya. Daniel saying, I'll be the person I was when we first had our first date again. Malehya runs out of there. Oh, I'm sorry, Daily, honey. Hope you feel better, baby. So, it doesn't make sense. Daniel says he woke his mom up. Now they're saying Janie was, already out there seeing Malehya. Oh, crazy city chickens. RCMP has not stated that he passed a polygraph. The only person says he has passed a polygraph is Daniel. Now, news organizations will say he reportedly passed a polygraph, meaning Daniel reported to the news agency that he passed. Right? So you got to watch the words. It's very important to watch those words. Reportedly, purportedly, allegedly, claims. Those. At all. At all. It's not hard to tell the truth one time when kids are missing. It's not hard. So the question is, why does Daniel keep changing his story? And why does Malehya not say a damn thing? There's only one reason. Come on, guys. Come on. They put out information which wasn't vetted for. Yeah. You tell multiple stories about something you reported previous, and then you change that. Well, that just means you're evolving your story, because people has saw the inconsistencies. People think a lot of times with their emotions about how they feel about Daniel or how they feel about Malehya. It's not about our feelings. It's about what they are putting out. It's about Lilly and Jack's feelings. It's not about Malehya. It's not about Daniel. It's about what happened to Lilly and Jack. And if we've got a mother not doing a damn thing, and we got a stepdad changing more stories than I've ever seen anyone do, why? You don't have to change your story if the truth is the first time.
Where she was shoveling gravel out of the bank the night before that was wet, and she showed me everything, right where Malehya was standing and walking with the baby in her arms, and the whole story right through and through. And
so Janie's shoveling gravel, and Malehya's got a baby in her arms while she's handing off Lilly and Jack. Is that what they're saying now? Am I understanding this right? Am I understanding this right? It's crazy.
She showed me all that, and that to me coincided with what Daniel was saying, although Daniel's version was slightly different and mixed up even at times. Like I got Daniel to tell me 3 different or 4 different times, and each time there was small details in there that were different. And I don't know whether it was just memory or what it was, but I do believe his general version, and I do believe that Janie she's totally accurate. And by the way, Sonny, you're way more concerned with timeline and everything. And I was talking to Janie.
Janie has 2 sons on that property. She owns the property, right? She owns the property. And if her son or sons have, a risk, she's going to protect them. She's going to protect him. Simple as that.
Today, and Janie has everything on her phone, right down to the point. And Janie wasn't actually sleeping that.
Then give it up. Give it up. Let's see those receipts. Let's see those receipts. Because you would think Daniel would be going by those, wouldn't you? Now, listen to this right here.
And I was talking to Janie today, and Janie has everything on her phone, right down to the point. And Janie wasn't actually sleeping that heavy or anything the first morning that morning, because her Ron, her brother had called her at 6:10 a.m. in the morning, and she heard the phone ringing and got up and never caught it. But then she called him right back at something like 6:15, and that's on her.
That's convenient. Everybody seems to be on the phone at 6:15 that morning. Wow. Janie wasn't actually sleeping. Daniel, I've got this text message. Let me see here. And there's a big difference between 6:15 and 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock as well, right? Big difference. Big old difference. Look at this. Presentation. Okay. We got old Daniel stuff here. Let me find Daniel's thing. He talks of and that's very interesting. Hold on, I just thought of something. Why is everyone talking about 6:15 now? Kids didn't go missing at 6:15. Why is everyone talking about 6:15 now? That's when she called the school. Yes, but he's saying Janie's got a call at 6:15. My mom was napping and came outside because she heard me yelling that morning for the kids. Malehya was playing on her phone. Mom came out and she said Malehya had a look of worry in her eyes that mom was home. No tears. She wasn't scared the kids were gone. Just a look of worry when she got caught for something. Now, this is a more recently one. Let me find the other one. Malehya asked me when noticed the kids were gone, should I call the police? Hold on. And he says, the fucking kids are gone. What else should you do? So when you were yelling for the kids, Malehya asked me when noticed the kids are gone, should I call the police? And then he says, my mom was napping and came outside because she heard me yelling that morning for the kids. Malehya was playing on her phone. Mom came out and she said Malehya had a look of worry. Well, I would think she had a look of worry. Her kids are missing. No, I ran through the house, every room, and then ran outside. The backsliding door. I did everything so fast. She said they're gone when we were both outside. Well, that's when you guys noticed that they were gone completely. If you noticed they weren't, you didn't hear a sound, and you looked in the house and then you looked outside, of course she's going to say they're gone. Now they are hiding, hoping all of this blows over. But I'm not letting it, says Daniel. I'm doing everything I can for those kids. She does no media. I do media for Lilly and Jack. They need someone to speak out. Took the RCMP 12 minutes to arrive on site, and Malehya's mom was there a few minutes later. She arrives 1 hour. She lives 1 hour and 16 minutes away. You tell me if that's strange. Why didn't you say all of this in the beginning, Daniel? Number 2, you said you were gone when RCMP showed up. And then you said RCMP, you got back to the house and you waited for the RCMP to show up. I tell the truth, but can't comment on anything that will harm the investigation. Homicide detectives came right and told me, we know you have nothing to do with it. Melissa, thank you, baby. Good to see you, my love. Really do appreciate you. Hi, Justin and everyone. Enjoyed part of my birthday today in my pool. Just me and my watermelon lime tequila drink made with fresh watermelon, lime, and lemon juice and tequila in it. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, my dear. Happy birthday. It sounds refreshing. Good summery drink, right? Thank you so much. Lakeside wants that recipe. Lakeside wants that recipe. Thank you, Hobo, for gifting a pearl necklace, my dear. Really do appreciate it. Why was Dee's mom never mentioned by M or D in any of the interviews? You'd think they would have mentioned why she was doing what she was doing to help that day. Interesting. Daniel says all kinds of stuff. I'm not being negative towards Malehya. I love her, but I never lie because that's just not me. I say the truth even if it hurts. Then Daniel, why didn't you say the truth? Your interviews, your first interview. I'm sorry to say that, but I live in reality, and reality is what it is. Her mother seized her phone and probably has her car keys. I know this because when my cousin called her phone on a private number, her mom picked it up and said, Malehya's phone, who's this? Her mother has something hanging over her head of some kind. After her and her mother talked, Malehya was not the same person. She's a psychopath. I know that because she displays the traits, and I was only waiting for her, I guess, her trait to be exposed, and that was no empathy. And I've finally seen it on full display when she never shed a tear that day of the disappearance. It's fucking beyond sad. My heart breaks for Malehya. Oh, wow. His heart breaks for Malehya there. That changed. Lilly always tried to take her backpack outside because it was her play backpack. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe they have a play backpack. Maybe. Justin, do you think he's changing the story because she doesn't want him, and now that CPS has Meadow and he wants his daughter, he is singing like a canary? No, I think he's singing like a canary to save his own ass, in my opinion. On her play backpack, my other daughter, which is B, taught her to do that when me and all the kids would play treasure hunt outside. Malehya put Lilly and Jack on the back burner when Meadow was born. I taught Lilly and Jack everything from potty training, getting it starts with an L, from their mouth. I think like pacifiers from their mouth or something. I did everything for them. Lilly and Jack called me dad and came to me for everything. Never Malehya. She had no control over the kids. They were wild with her, and with me, they listened. That's interesting. He's trying to sound like a superhero here, super dad, but he never put a picture of Lilly and Jack on his social media. Nana Banana is late. Nana, Dragonfly to the office, please. Nana's Dragonfly to the office. We need a late slip for Nana's Dragonflies. Justin Merge said she sent you a pic of Janie. Okay. Oh, I've seen her. Yeah, I've seen her. Here we go. I'll show you guys in just a second. Thank you for that, Merge. Yeah, I've had that picture. I forgot about that picture. I told investigators to polygraph her family, and they are. Have you mentioned this to the police? I work with detectives, Daniel says. He said, okay, sorry. That's why this can't get out. If it does, then I lose my in with investigators. What about Hayden? I'm not sure on that one. I'd watch out. Why no media standing up for Jack and Lilly? Even the natives pulled back and don't want involvement. I did an interview yesterday, CBC, right? Yes, he says. Yeah, I just did an on-set interview, was over an hour long with the cameraman, producers, and interviews today. It'll be out Tuesday, CBC National. Mine is out on Wednesday. I think after that comes forward, the world will turn on Malehya. The world will turn on Malehya. Sounds like what you want, Daniel. Kind of sounds like that's exactly what you want. Yes. Malehya didn't want to be anywhere near Cody. She was afraid to even drive anywhere close even. Don't worry, I have a guy on the inside now. I can't say more but evidence is mounting. The only problem is it's going to be hard for someone to give up the kid's location. The amount of jail time, this will be unheard of. Don't say anything to anyone about this conversation. The RCMP, when they saw this message, I'm sure that they either rolled their eyes or busted out laughing about how ridiculous he sounds. And it seems like jail is on his mind because he clearly says it. I got guys on the inside. I'm working with detectives now, man. She was afraid that she would be there and he would just show up. I'm being honest. I think we finally know that her and her family are a little crazy. Maybe more than a little. I know, but Malehya's whole life has been nothing but negative. She found me, then she was happy. But Cindy didn't like seeing her daughter happy. Now look at the message. Now look at the mess, rather. Lilly and Jack are innocent. And I don't know what the other message was. He never wanted me to go. I never knew why he was controlling. Oh, that's Malehya's. Me and Meadow will visit her in prison. I'm not being negative towards Malehya. I love her, but I never. Okay, I already read that one. What's more strange is nothing has been found in the woods. It's bizarre. Dogs went to the road and lost scent, Daniel says. More than meets the eye. No kids were marked absent. No kids were marked absent at 6:17 and 6:18 by Malehya. I have emails from the school to prove that. Malehya says Malehya is not doing media. They have a lawyer that the chief's brother from the reserve she belongs to. Lilly and Jack were granted as soon as the disappearance happened, but were denied multiple times in the past. Meadow was not granted status. Sounds very suspicious. This is where it's all coming from, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's all coming from. All of the narrative that, that Lilly and Jack may be on this reservation, that Janie seen Malehya coming back out and looked like something was, fear was on her face. She looked like she didn't want her to be there. I mean, what look did she give you, Janie, to say, oh my God, I don't want you here on your property that you own? Ridiculous, man. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry lady, living with emotion. Thank you so much, my dear. Okay, we're going to get back to this because I might cuss a little. Thank you so much, guys. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, and you will have 10 years of good luck. How about that? Come on. We need 10 years of good luck, and if we get to 1,000 thumbs up, which we can right now, we will have a chicken party. And you don't want to miss it. Justin, if you notice that Daniel makes sure the camera sees his little golden chain, if that doesn't say guilt, look at me. I don't work, but at least a day a week, and I have a little gold chain. Is that how you think of that, Rita? I don't know. I never thought of that. I never thought of it like that, but that's interesting. Don't tease me. I'm a tease, Kelsey.
her phone. So Janie was already up and stirring around a little bit when she heard Malehya come out the back
That
door.
was around 6:15. Right.
Exactly right.
Well, maybe that's
So this is interesting. So Janie is outside or looking outside at 6:15 in the morning, and Malehya is supposedly outside at 6:15 in the morning, around the time she is calling the school with Daniel's phone. Okay. And so if she's outside and she's up and she's on the phone and all that, how long was she up? And did she not check on her kids at any point that morning? None. I don't believe it. She might have went outside to make a phone call. Yeah, sure. But she's got internet there. And it was supposedly emails. Who naps at 9 a.m.? Belinda did say you get better reception at the bottom of the driveway, because I'm sure it opens up there. But Daniel said it was emails. Belinda corrects what Jamie told her several times because Durwood has a different story. In the end, Durwood says he's glad Belinda corroborated his story. He doesn't even know what corroborating means. I don't even.
maybe that's why Malehya was out by the driveway, because she called the school at 6:18 exactly.
Malehya called the school twice, once at 6:17 and never got through, and once at 6:19. But this is what I talk about.
So, what time does the sun rise? What time did the sun rise there? What time did the sun rise there that morning? Do we know? Sent a text to you earlier at the beginning of the video. Daniel tells Belinda Malehya's mom and sister were involved. Sent you a text earlier at the beginning. Daniel tells Belinda hold on. Please unblock me. Joanne just texted me and she said, please unblock me. She said she was frustrated. She was trying to answer a question someone asked her. Please unblock her. She'll have to send me a link, is what she'll have to do.
Little particulars that mean nothing to me.
Now, okay, but Daniel told me that Thursday she called the
Joanne
school at 6:17.
Mott.
Yeah, one was Thursday, one was Friday.
Right. Friday she called the school at 6:18.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that receipt for Thursday and Friday. I want to see that receipt for Thursday and Friday. That I do want to see.
And I know the reception around the property. I couldn't use my phone, but if I stood out in a certain part out by her driveway, it would pick up reception.
It might be just YouTube.
So when she
I
was,
told her to send me a link. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Sonny knows that I don't concern myself with.
Oh, she argued with me yesterday. What was she arguing about? She apologized to me, which I appreciate. It is Green Eyes.
I didn't concern myself with those minutes. She actually straightened me out on how important timeline is. But
it is.
She straightened me up of how important a timeline is. This is the guy who says he has 80% of it solved. Can we just let that sink in?
those minutes. Sonny knows that I don't concern myself with. I didn't concern myself with those minutes. She actually straightened me out on how important timeline is. But
it is.
Oh my God. She called that early to the bus garage. Can you even ring a school at that time? I guess. To me, it's very early to be calling a school. If they got an email, then M used the app to contact the school. The bus garage is who they called? You call the bus garage? I've never heard anybody calling the bus garage. Huh. You don't call the bus, you call the school. That's what I thought too. Who calls a damn bus garage? I mean, you still got to call the school. Justin, someone in chat is from the same school district and said it's done via app, not a phone call. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's called or it's if it is with an app, then she wouldn't need to be walking out to the end of the road. She's got internet. This gets worse around 6:15 timeline. My daughter's school is so small and tiny. We would text her bus driver around or like 6 because he wouldn't be there. We text his cell phone. I mean, their school is very, very tiny. You can leave a message when you call early. I just want to see what time. I mean, Durwood says Janie's going to give some receipts. So I would just like to see Thursday as well.
It is important.
Yeah. But right now I'm gonna there's a couple things I'd really like to let rip on the RCMP. I'd really love to. And I think Kent sort of missed. I think he's forgetting a little conversation we had as to why, because after I got out of court this morning, I think Kent, was it this morning I called Kent after I got, I think it was before I went to
Yeah, you called me before this morning.
Yeah, okay. And I explained to him, I told him something last night that I was going to do, that I was going to let out some information about the RCMP. And Ken, if you'll remember this, it had to do with phone conversations. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Hold on a second. The person that sent me that video, is it at the very beginning? Hold on. At the very beginning? Hold on. I'm going to
Just
play
to
something
remind
in
you
a
about
second.
And I told you not to do it because you'd just be attacked for more false information. Let whatever was going to happen. And
That doesn't sound good. You're just going to be attacked for more false information. I don't think you meant it like that, though.
then you can come out and say, there's your receipt, people.
There's exactly. That's what I'm talking about as far as Kent knowing. Kent actually, I thank him for doing me a favor, because if I would have come out and ripped this information out concerning the RCMP, and I'm sorry, I'm not getting off track. This all concerns Jack and Lily. This is all about
That's
Jack
fine.
and Lily.
Yeah, it is.
So Kent is actually now confirming what I said, because last night I was ready.
He was ready to call in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Kent advised me not to, because, and he gave me a very good reason, and I thanked him, because if I would have done what I was going to done, which is release this information, I'd have made a big mistake.
Yes, you would have.
So Kent advised me, and I.
So someone just sent me a video. New Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Belinda Gray claims Daniel Martell says Malehya and her mom are involved. Share. Have you heard that? Daniel Martell allegedly says that Daniel allegedly told Belinda, that Malehya and her mom are involved. I have Justin, yes, not publicly though. Well, it's public now, because I'm going to show you something. I know it all, Nancy. I believe the only way Daniel would know that they're involved is he would have to be involved too. See, you're not blocked, hun. Hold on. It starts at 108. Okay. Let me give this lady credit. Hold on. Someone just sent it to me. I need to find it. Shanrita? Hold on. How do you pronounce this? No, this. Oh my God. Hold on. 1 second. Shanitra speaks. Let me put her in my link here. 2 seconds, y'all. Credit goes to Shanitra speaks. How do you say her name? Shanetra. This is interesting. Hope it's not clickbait. I hope it's not clickbait. God, don't let it be clickbait. All right, 108. All right, guys. Credit goes to Shanitra Speaks. Link is provided in the description. Using this under the Fair Use Act of 1976 for commentary, criticism, educational purposes only.
And she said yes, and she opened and closed to get out of the door. And I said, that's the door right there. And she said yes, and she opened and closed the door. It is a fairly quiet door. It's not a loud door, but I mean, it's a patio door. So unless you're kind of listening, you really don't hear patio doors open and close. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are going on about it, but you don't overly, unless your ears are tuned for it to know the door is opened up. As a parent, they should have been tuned in.
Well, we listened to this yesterday.
So then I asked her what the kids were wearing, and she told me what they were wearing. And then I said, we're going to go search. I said, where do you think the kids went?
We listened to, this is what we're listening to right now. That's what we're listening to right now. We've already passed that, though. Where does... It's past that? I need a timestamp. Someone's going to have to give me a timestamp. I mean, where did she say that at? Yeah, we've heard that. That's what I'm saying. Emails, you get the app, what you see. Is there any other way, though, that you can contact the school that morning, though? You know what I mean? Like, can you contact them at all of the morning?
So much appreciate that. And Belinda, I appreciate everything about you. I'm so sorry about these kids. And I don't, and the reason I don't believe the reason I'm sure that Daniel never killed them is because they were still alive March 2nd.
Listen to this.
On Friday morning.
Listen.
From Daniel's testimony, but from Janie's testimony, which is the...
It's not testimony. It's not testimony. It is not testimony. I mean, it might be. You might be using testimony as a more regal way of saying your story that they told you, or they may have testified this to the actual, their statement, their written statement that they give, or you're just simply using the wrong word.
Killer to me, that's sworn statement,
Listen
testimony that she heard those kids come out of the back door, not seen them, but she heard them. And
you heard them come out of the back door, but Daniel and Malehya did not hear them come out of the back door. She heard them come from, hold on. She heard them come from her RV camper thing down there from the back door. But Daniel and Malehya didn't hear it. Kiss my ass if you think I believe that.
And she heard. I'd like to, but okay, she's going to verify this again, because I'll tell you, right now, after the hearing this morning, she told me that she's getting so pissed off about these idiots making comments about. I've been relaying her statement.
There is sound, guys. I don't know. You can hear, right, Belinda?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go.
Well, let me tell you something. Like I said, if Janie actually said that, and it takes us idiots to piss her off to get her to talk when it didn't take her 8 weeks, 8 freaking weeks to be able to sit and talk for Lilly and Jack Sullivan, who is a 4 and a 6-year-old that lives on the property, then shame on you, lady. Shame on you. If you won't speak for Lilly and Jack Sullivan for the last 8 weeks, but somebody comes out and asks you a question about your story because it's buffoonery at best, then step right up. Step right up. How about that? Step right up. I'll give you a big old platform. Love to hear your story. Love to see those receipts. And let me just tell you something. You might say it a lot better than him to begin with.
You guys, if you can't hear, go back out and come back in. Could just be
Your
YouTube. Go ahead. So
testimony,
sorry there,
it is.
Darren.
I've been relaying the information when this started, and Janie took me into her trust. I've been relaying. I relayed the information she told me, and it's a receipt. It's a sworn statement to the Mounties, directly to she told them this. Exactly what she told me and showed me. So I relayed this information, and man, that's why I'm homeless right now. I took so much heat over this shit.
When did she give her statement to the police?
Now, respectfully, I don't know how you taking shit equates to you being homeless. I'm sorry you're homeless. I don't know what's happened in your life, but I don't know how you're equating the two.
The first day.
To me, that's
the very first day.
Yes. Yeah.
Fishing.
The very first day. And the female officer that was there, they're saying that Janie refused to let her search her trailer. That's bullshit. The officer asked Janie if she could search the trailer, and Janie said, well, if you want to risk getting bit by my dog because he's in there tied up and pissed off, so if you want to go in, go ahead, but if you get bit by the dog, it's your own arse.
Well, I do remember when I was there, I don't know who put their arm around her and told her, Mom, they're not blaming you. They just want to search the trailer. And
why would you feel like they're blaming you? Why would you feel like they're blaming you? They're looking for Jack and Lilly. They're going to look everywhere. Belinda is absolutely right.
And I do remember her saying she didn't want her dog to get hurt.
Thank you very much. You just confirmed.
So same idea.
2 minutes and 12 seconds or 2 hours and 12 minutes? 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, because we're actually confirming partially back and forth stuff that we're both saying to each other. And when two people hear in different spots and different places, it makes it look a little more truthful. And
it's their account of what they're telling you. Daniel has also said 711 other things. Justin, I'm not late. I was here earlier. Just kidding. She is. She's the logical one. She's the only advocate for Jack and Lilly. The only one. So sad, man.
And that's a lot of how I'm trying to get at the truth is.
And Belinda is looking for the truth. The truth. She wants her grandbabies found. She doesn't need 700 stories. She just needs the one and the truthful one, like everybody else. That's all she wants. Daniel, you don't have to give 50 stories when you can give the truth once.
Different people saying different at different times. So anyway, I don't want to rave on, Belinda. Please, I'll stop for now. And I can't even remember where I just stopped.
Well, no, you were talking about Janie, and you were talking about the information in the statement, and you said so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And Belinda, that's when Janie finally jumped in. I was 90% sure, through a bunch of other stuff, that Daniel never killed those kids. As far as abuse or anything like that, I wasn't getting into that issue either way. That wasn't my business, because the only way that would be my business is if Malehya herself. Now, Patty suspected abuse, and that's how I got into this. Patty, I went over about 2 weeks. It'll be too long. Let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shorten it.
It's okay, shorten it.
Patty suspected abuse. Patty called me and said, "You know Daniel, right?" I said, "Yeah, my young fellow knows him, and he was around our property a few times." She said, "What do you think of him?" I said, "I find Daniel fine young fellow, never been a problem." So that was all right. She said, "Look, I think I have a problem." I said, "What's that?" She said, "I think Daniel's abusing Jack." And I said, "Why would you say that, Patty?"
That's what I'm. Who the hell's Patty? Who the hell is Patty now? Who's Patty? She claimed M wouldn't come see her and wouldn't give her. I'm not Patty. Patty is Cindy's mother. Patty is Malehya's grandmother, his. So Durwood and Patty is Malehya's grandmother, his sister. Okay. Krabby Patty. I need to go back. I need to listen.
Suspected abuse. Patty called me and said, "You know Daniel, right?" I said, "Yeah, my young fellow knows him, and he was around our property a few times." She said, "What do you think of him?" I said, "I find Daniel fine young fellow, never been a problem." So that was all right. She said, "Look, I think I have a problem." I said, "What's that?" She said, "I think Daniel's abusing Jack." And I said, why would you say that, Patty? What do you think? And she said, "Because when they visit here, Jack's getting marked up. He's getting some bruises and scratches and stuff."
Wow. Patty says Jack has been getting some bruises and stuff. That's interesting. Why it have to be Daniel abusing Jack, though? I don't know. Can you imagine ordering a pizza with that bunch? Tux, you're funny as shit.
And I said, oh, Jesus. So I said, "Patty, well," I said, "it's like this." And I think I knew where her conversation was going. I think she was going to ask me to sort it by the end. And I did. At that point, I said, "No."
But you see, this is the thing. I mean, he's the only one speaking out, Jeffrey, in my opinion. But I can't say he's fighting for them, because fighting for them would be telling the story once and leaving it at that and not changing it. And he changes it a lot. Why they expected abuse but didn't want to get involved. Sadly, there are people that will suspect it and they won't get involved. And the kid suffers. Why did he call Daniel's mom the real killer?
I said, as long as Malehya and Daniel are living together as a couple, On your word, Patty, or anybody else's, nobody has the right to interfere in their relationship.
Exactly,
I said,
Stormy.
but at this, Patty, I said, if Malehia's in trouble and the cops won't help her, I said, then tell Malehya to call me directly with her own voice and her own mouth and tell me she wants out of there, and she's scared to get out of there, and I'll go right over and I'll take her out of there with the kids. And I said, I'll take her to your place or wherever she wants to go. And I have never heard from Malehya since. Well, I've heard from Malehya a couple little syllables behind Cindy's phone call when I was talking to Cindy the last time. But other than that, Malehya never contacted me for help or anything like that. And I've tried to contact Malehya to help her after I found that Daniel was definitely not guilty of killing those kids.
Roxy, are you I thought you was a mod here. You're not a mod here? I thought you was a mod.
Then, with Janie's testimony in that she finally trusted me enough to uncover, then I knew this was going down on Malehya. And believe it or not, she's still my relative. And I wanted to help her. And the main reason I couldn't help her is because she wouldn't tell me anything. So there's a lot more to this, but Belinda, I don't want to interfere in your program.
That's very interesting because he's using the words. Yes, Roxy. He's using the words Daniel text. There's a lot more to this that I can't talk about. There's a lot more to this. Poor kids. Poor kids. The Justin guy is the guy who lived in the RV ? Okay, that really worries me then, in my opinion. The case just gets worse. I need to listen to this just a few seconds.
And I've tried to contact Malehya to help her after I found that Daniel was definitely not guilty of killing those kids.
You can't say anyone is definitely guilty or not guilty. You can't say that.
Then, with Janie's testimony in that she finally trusted me enough to uncover, then
Jamie, boy, they've been really holding it back.
I knew this was going down on Malehya, and believe it or not, she's still my relative. And
you don't know. You have not even gotten Malehya's account of it. You have not even gotten Malehya's account of it. Now, you can say it's incredibly suspicious that a mother is not speaking out for her children, right? But you can't say now definitely Malehya's going down for it and Daniel's 100% innocent. You haven't even talked to her. Oh my God. These people just fuck it up.
And I wanted to help her. And the main reason I couldn't help her is because she wouldn't tell me anything. So there's a lot more to this, but Belinda, I don't want to interfere in your program. So please.
No, you're not interfering. The more information, the better.
Sense out of it, yeah. I think I just Darren and this is where I'm at myself too. Like I'm just trying to make sense of it, and to talk about a timeline. Maybe you just can't give it out, perhaps, but a timeline is very important because the timeline.
She's absolutely right. Sunny is absolutely right. A timeline would be very important. And this is the thing. If you have nothing to hide, you can absolutely give out a timeline. What? Period. You have to give out a timeline. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Maybe you can't give out a timeline. Well, people who don't want to give out a timeline and say their account of what happened, they're hiding something for a reason. In crime, people who have nothing to hide nothing every time. And that's the way it should be, Cher. Honest to God. This goes for Daniel. This goes for any of them on that property. Either say the truth one fucking time or just be quiet. The Canadian cat lady. I don't know. Exactly. If you don't want to tell your timeline and you don't want to tell the truth, then just be quiet. Thank you, Peacemaker. Thank you so much, my love. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. Good to see you. Love your flag. Thank you so much. Good to see you, love. Thank you. Is Daniel giving Durwood a place to stay? Maybe that's their agreement. You can stay here, but you need to convince social media it wasn't me. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Daniel, he's not doing you any favors. If you're and Janie, if you are letting him speak for you respectfully, I don't think he is intentionally trying to harm. I genuinely think he thinks he's doing something good, but he is not helping. Not helping. He thinks he's actually doing something good, but he doesn't know how true crime works. Respectfully.
Can make a difference to how people perceive either Malehya or Daniel or this case of Jack and Lilly. So a timeline is a huge difference for us.
Big difference.
For absolutely sure. Because, right, like if someone accused you of something, then you would, if you had a timeline to back that up, well, then,
Bingo.
You know, that's it. No,
Look, I'm not. And the timeline, I probably made you misunderstand.
Okay.
Misunderstand. The timeline is not what I'm holding back. What I'm saying is I never kept track of the exact timeline, but what Janie kept her. Janie has that timeline right down pat. And I'm glad you said that because it brought me back to where I was heading. I was getting off on a little bit of a spin there.
So good.
Janie is getting so pissed off at what these idiots are saying in response to what I'm saying, because I'm pretty well saying, I'm repeating Janie's proof.
Respectfully, I'm just going to shut up on that.
That's what I'm doing a lot. And she's getting so pissed off at what these idiots are saying about me that she's getting ready to come out of the shell, and she's starting to think that she's...
Come out, honey. The closet's too small and it's too dark to decorate. Pop out of that RV door like it's 1999. Come on. Show us that timeline. Show us the receipts. Don't do it for us. Do it for Jack and Lilly. Let's see them. Two trailer parkours go around the outside, round the outside.
Going to do some interviews just shortly.
Wait, Janie, I love a strong woman. Don't get me wrong. I do. I want to say this, and this is not ass kissing in any way, but I'm a very strong female. Why? Because I've been in abusive relationships. It made me strong. So when I see someone like Belinda, and I know how you've spoken about Janie, and you basically are saying she's a stand-up mother, a stand-up woman, is basically what you're saying, right? And that don't get me wrong, because I love stand-up women. So if Janie, if you have something that you want to let loose on us, feel free. Just saying on this, because again, it's about Jack and Lilly, right? That's the bottom line.
I would just like someone to stand up, woman, man, whatever pronoun you want to call yourself these days, whatever. Stand up for Jack and Lilly. How about that? Let's do that, because we're on 2 months now. Do you think it will be easier staying quiet? No, it makes you look like you're being dishonest. Yes, you're right. It does make you look like you're being dishonest. However, the statements that Daniel is giving right now can and probably will be used against him because they are voluntary. His text messages, every one that he's sending out, every recording that he has spoken to people, right? So that's why, if there is anything to do with law enforcement, being quiet legally cannot be held against you. Now, in the eyes of the public, yes. The eyes of the public, people's going to say, just like we're doing with Malehya, you're quiet. That's not normal for a mother. But Malehya is actually being smart. Because if she actually has anything to do with this, she's being quiet and it can't be held against her. In the eyes of the court of public opinion, sure. But we don't, we're not the people that throws her in the slammer. Right? So it's best to just stay quiet. If you're not going to tell the truth, stay quiet 100% of the time. I'm here, darling. Go back out and come back in if you got a black screen. That's right. That's right. That's right. It is always in your best favor to just shut the ever-loving, homemade, homegrown the fuck up. Truly. Janie, it does it every 6 months or so. YouTube does these cycles where it just gets a black screen or the chat screws up or something. I don't know. Clear your cache in apps. John says, clear your cache, honey. You have mentioned not knowing what was going on because being kicked out so many times, I thought other channels were blocking you. Oh. Janie, that happened to me earlier. It did it every 10 minutes. Clear your cache, the Lady for Justice says.
So you see this? see, this is an example. This Nadia Coast, whoever the hell that is. I think Durwood believes what he's saying, but he hasn't seen the kids. Any idiot just listening. No, I haven't seen the kids, and I never said I saw the kids.
He never saw them.
I'm saying that Janie heard those kids alive on Friday, March the 2nd at roughly 9 o'clock. And that's
9 o'clock. Damn. Now that's interesting. That's interesting. Janie is now saying she saw the kids at 9 mother chicken o'clock. When Daniel just did an interview and said, I can't tell you the times. Nobody will say for sure what the time is. However, they did say very early in when Lily and Jack went missing, 8 a.m. Exactly, Cher. Exactly. Now it's 9. The fuck? Yeah, 9 o'clock after the school bus is long gone. I can't. Hold on, what did Daniel say about that? Janie said just a minute ago, he said Janie heard them coming out of the back door from her RV, but Daniel and Malehya didn't hear them. Justin Durwood is advocating for Daniel, not Lily and Jack. The truth never changes. Bingo, kitty. Bingo. Where you caught RC. Raw Beanie, I played it the other day. I played Don B's video the other day. He said, never knew anything about Durwood. Oh, Alicia, congratulations. Do you like it? Yeah, I played it, Lolo. Alibis, narratives, in my opinion. Boy, I hope that they gave a sworn statement, or aka testimony, that said the things that they said in writing when Lily and Jack first went missing that they're saying now. Oh, thank you, Jana. I'm sorry you lost your friend, baby. We are so close to a chicken party, guys. We are so close. We need 69. 69 thumbs up. And guess what? You're going to have 10 years of good luck if you hit that thumbs up. And you will dream about Eminem tonight singing "Two Trailer Parks Go Round the Outside." You're welcome. You're welcome.
May 2nd.
Yeah, May 2nd.
Excuse me, Ed. You got me again.
Kent.
May 2nd is exactly right. May 2nd. Now, this is not bullshit. This is a sworn statement to the major crime unit, the Northeast Genova Major Crime Unit. And the same damn day that it happened. So if you people want to refute that because you think you know something about this, or you think you know more about this than Janie does, than Daniel does, than I do.
Well, no. Again, kind sir, nobody is saying we know more. We actually don't know more. We freely admit that. But what we have observed is they have told 711 different stories that highly contradict each other. And respectfully, you're just now learning what a timeline is once you put that timeline in front of you and you look at the receipts, i.e., text messages that Daniel has said, i.e., interviews that Daniel has spoken in the last, i.e., 8 weeks. And once you put that little timeline there, you will see that this is a clusterfuck. And because Daniel and Trailer Park Tammy and whoever is giving you these testimonies doesn't mean a rat's ass. It doesn't. 23 more likes and we get a chicken party.
Do that, Malehya. Well, go ahead, but you're idiots and you're talking through your ass. You know nothing. And even though Belinda, I would not.
And all they have to do is tell their truth one time. Once.
I have so much respect for Belinda that as far as
I have tremendous respect for Belinda. And it's extremely frustrating that she's getting the rigmarole, the runaround, and everything else when she can get one truthful story about what truthfully happened and probably find Lilly and Jack.
she's saying that she thinks Daniel, or she thinks somebody hurt the kids, I will not go against Belinda, because if Belinda's wrong, she's still right. And that's why I will not go against Belinda. Daniel, or she thinks somebody hurt the kids, I will not go against Belinda, because if Belinda's wrong, she's still right. And that's what I got to say.
Now, is Janie, like, just to ask you, is she willing? You said she has everything documented on her phone. Is that any information that she's willing to share or no? Or is it that she wants to keep that private?
No, she's getting ready to share everything.
Come on, Janie.
We're waiting.
Yeah, even if she didn't want to talk and just show the timelines of everything.
This is the thing. The timelines is still, now it would be, the time that they called, that's a receipt, right? The time that they called the school or emailed the school or whatever. If they show their internet browser history, if they show their time or their cell phone history, calls, receiving, all of that, right? Those are receipts. Anything else is their account of the timeline. That's the difference. That's the difference. We got 1,000 thumbs up. Oh my God. I love you guys so much. I love my pearls so much. I can't even tell you. Thank you, pearls. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods, so much. Christopher! I'm getting one that says Daniel. Someone find me a rooster that says Daniel. Daniel! Or, let me see here. Do it!
Thing would be enough.
Absolutely.
Belinda, you know Janie very well, I would imagine, right? I mean, you know Janie very well. Am I correct?
No, I don't know her at all.
Only that day.
Only that day.
Why don't you, if you would, or I'll talk to Janie and see if I can start it from that end. Why don't you two communicate? Because I think there might be a lot of good stuff come out of that.
Butterflies, you are a mod. You are a mod.
That's actually a great idea.
Absolutely.
Marisi Poo.
Thank you. I think that would. The more you people that are in both of the families communicate, I think the better it would be. I think it would be a lot better.
Yes.
Open communication, wide open, let her fly.
It's like 3 families, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, because I tried calling Patty, and the moment somebody answered the phone, I said, "Hi, it's Belinda." Right away, they hung up.
Yeah. Yeah, Belinda called. Yeah. They seem like they were very receptive to Belinda. You know, wanting to know, her wanting to know about her grandkids. Click. That's very receptive, I must say. Hold on. The funky chicken, yes. I'm gonna make one. Yep. Look at this, y'all. A child dies every 6 days amid custody fights. Family court lapses. Advocates want change. Indeed. Indeed.
Really?
Yeah, that was right after.
Yeah.
Right after.
I talked to. Oh, sorry.
No,
Very sorry.
well, sorry, Belinda was just going to say right after, and then sorry,
It was
Belinda,
right after Malehya took her Facebook and all that down. I couldn't reach her, so I figured, well, I'll reach out to Patty because I know Patty. I mean, she thinks the world of Malehya, so.
Yep. Now, as far as everybody saying that I was holding up for Daniel, no, I was looking to nail his arse for the first 3 weeks that I was into this, and that's not true. Now, these are my relatives that I'm nailing now, and I'm nailing them because I want to nail Malehya's arse right to a tree until she talks, and I believe the Mounties are making a huge mistake by not pulling her in and laying some charges on her, threatening the shit out of her. And they've got enough charges that they can lay.
Oh my God. Guys, I got it. Someone just sent it to me. Someone just sent it to me. Hold on. Hold your britches. Hold your britches. Listen to this. Oh, Daniel. Oh, Daniel. There was a thing that happened a few years back. It was a meme, and it was called Damn Daniel. And it was these 2 guys in school, and he would go, Damn Daniel. Damn Daniel. I'm going to find that one too. Oh, Daniel. She never seen the kids in over a year and a half. She don't want to know about the kids. She hasn't been in their life. For nearly 2 years. BS. She lied about her son being in jail. You can't trust her. I disagree with you.
To keep her in too. And I'm pretty sure Malehya couldn't take that pressure for very long. And I'm telling, and what you said about Patty, or I believe Cindy probably had her phone, because the last 2 times I talked to Cindy, there was
Someone got a Janie chicken, or I don't know, peppermint patty chicken.
one piece of information I needed from either one of them. And the last time I talked to Cindy, or the second last time I talked to Cindy, Cindy bawled and
Kids
cried
are
like a
alive on the
baby
rest.
and said, no matter what I had to.
Thank you for the $2, Batman. Don't cry wolf and blame Daniel. I'm so glad you you know that they're on the reservation, and we've just all been sitting here 2 months, you know, and Daniel keeps telling 2011 different stories, and Malehya is living her best life. I trust Belinda too. Yep. Show us proof.
To do that she figured I was coming close to finding those kids, and she didn't care about anything else other than getting those kids back. So she told me, whatever you got to do, Darren, you do it. And she was bawling and crying. And the next day, I found out some more information, and I had to get a confirmation, just like you you confirmed some of my information about that day and about everything. And I needed one little piece of confirmation that would lead me directly to the people that were probably, allegedly, I'm going to say, because Sonny's teaching me some stuff, allegedly in that vehicle that picked the kids up. And if she'd have told me that,
Hold on.
some of my information about that day and about everything, and I needed one little piece of
Yeah. Can we think about it for one moment? Let's say Malehya put the kids in a car and just headed on off to a reservation, like a reservation is going to hold the kids when there is literally a national hunt for Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Yeah, they're gonna hold them for sure. For what? Why did they need to be hidden to begin with? No, it doesn't work like that. This happens in every case. Oh my God, they're in a school. Oh my God, they're in a hotel. Oh my God, they're in Mexico. Oh my God, they're here. Oh my God, they're there. Never have I seen it. Never. In it, because it doesn't happen.
information that would lead me directly to the people that were probably, allegedly, I'm going to say, because Sonny's teaching me some stuff, allegedly in that vehicle that picked the kids up.
Thank you, Daniel or Durwood, whoever you are. All will be seen. Liars and cover up. Res mob ins. Cool. We're waiting.
And if she'd have told me that, I'd have had them. But all of a sudden, from one day to the next, it turned from bawling and crying, daring to do anything to get those kids back. I believe.
The next thing, mark my words, people are going to say Malehya is pregnant again. Mark them. It happens every time.
If you're coming close to the next day saying, I'm not even talking to you about this, Darren. Whatever Malehya did is Malehya's problem, and I'm washing my hands.
No, that's Daniel's narrative. That's Daniel's narrative that they're on the reservation. Oh, SL, send it to me. It's weird, isn't it, Chris?
Of it, and that's it. I'm not telling you anything else. I'm not talking to you, and bang, hung the phone up.
Yeah.
So I wonder what took place between that first day. What happened between?
Yeah, please. Yeah, get them out there. there's 150 G's waiting for you. 150 G's, mother chicken. Please go on that reservation. Have the police go on the reservation, not you. Say they're on that reservation, and the police are going to say, we've been on the reservation. A. B, we've got video of everyone coming in and out of that road that day, for several days actually. And what proof do you have that they're on the reservation? This is amazing to me, where people say, I can say, Martians are in, Utah. But unless I've got a receipt, it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Yes, Yvette. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Didn't happen. Sherry's opinion, that is absolutely incorrect. The regular sheriff's office does not, but the RCMP does. They can go on there if they think that there is children being held captive. They absolutely can. Good. I hope you're right, Batman. I hope you're right.
And then, and the second day when you reached out to her again, what was Malehya on the run at that time? I mean, what took place during that time? Do you know?
Yeah, no, Malehya was back at Cindy's after she went to Shubenacadie and lost Meadow.
Right.
I didn't keep sending them.
Right? No, she was back at Cindy's, and I didn't know Malehya was there. And right before Cindy hung up, I heard Malehya's voice saying something, and Cindy didn't. I think Malehya wanted to talk to me right there, and Cindy wouldn't let her. Now get this right, people. I'm not very proud of this. This is my family that I'm nailing.
Karen.
So if I'm wrong,
Karen, I get that sense too. Yes. Same sense.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm wrong, because I'm trying to tell the truth with everything as best I can.
I know you are.
And I'm sorry if I make mistakes or whatever, but I don't think I'm making big ones. I might be making little ones.
Go ahead, Ken.
You'll be disowned if you'll be disowned, Darren, if you're incorrect.
Well, buddy, I'm
pretty much there anyway.
I was living back in my old truck till this afternoon. It blew up. Now I'm living in a little Honda car, so I'm pretty well disowned.
Let me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he has.
So is that from Kent, Darren, that little Honda? Anything? Did you get that car from Kent's junkyard?
No.
Well, I was actually asking Ken about some parts when we talked that Saturday morning, if you'd remember.
No, I wanted to ask you something, if you don't mind, if I can cut it.
Right, Mohawk? This is my family I'm nailing, and my son's is besties with Daniel. And it doesn't sound good nailing your family. I'm just saying. It doesn't sound good.
In for just a second here. So, and if you can just be straight up with it. So we've always been under the impression, because of exactly how Daniel has said things like, poor Malehya and her like mental health because of and stuff like that. Okay.
Yep.
Can I ask you? You said that he lied because he was trying to protect Malehya, and that's why.
Yeah.
Is that still true?
Oh yeah, he said some lies. I'm not
okay. It's
deny
okay.
it. Now Daniel will be mad at me.
It's
Matter
okay.
of fact,
Daniel,
he said some lies, but he trusts the lies. He trusts the liar statements. Got it. You keep right up with that. Wait till you look at his timeline, Durwood. Wait till you look at his timeline. Honey, I hope Durwood gets it. But he's going to have to learn how to read a timeline first. That'll pop him right out of it. You can get him a brand new car. What? That'll be a start. Hold on. What the hell's this? Ooh, it's too small. I can't see. Hold on. Can you email me those? They are too small. What is that? Very interesting. Yeah, I can't see. It's too blurry. Huh. What is this? Okay, got that one. Okay. Okay, that's the Batman. Batman, you got a channel? You got a little channel, Batman? Cool.
He has said some falsities, yes, during the first. And I'll tell you, it's because of a young fella being. I don't know if women can understand this.
Bingo, okay.
But when a fella really loves a woman,
Bingo, girl,
and he's really gone in the head over a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of times you'll lie for them, you'll fight for them,
Yeah.
you'll do anything for them. And in that time period, he was still so in love with Malehya that he was still fantasizing that they get back together. And at that time, yeah, he broke down and made a couple of. I'm going to call them mistakes, not
We'll
lies.
call them mistakes. Yeah, we'll call them mistakes.
He made some boo boos. And here's another.
Yeah, like you make a mistake when you're just simply not telling the truth about two kids missing. Got it.
Another little fact for you, Belinda. I'm sure you, if you want to double check this, I'm not full of shit totally. Do you know that the only evidence that was found in the woods, and I'm going to say this allegedly because I never proved this 100%, but I proved it 99%.
Allegedly.
And
there has been nothing found in the woods that are Jack and Lily's. Nothing. Does he think? He's going to cuss the RCMP in a minute and say, they don't know a damn thing or something to that effect. But he says they should share their information. Got it. They don't know anything. The RCMP, he says, don't know anything, but they need to share their information. Gotcha.
And do you know that the only people who found evidence in the woods, the blanket and a couple other things,
was her family? Yes, he told me that too.
Again, that is what Daniel told you. The one who you have admitted lied to you, and the one we have shown has lied more times than I can even begin to count. That's not some rando information. It's on the dispatch. It's on the radio waves. It says the family. It doesn't say which family, who, it says the family.
Yes.
Which, what was it? What was the serial unaliver that his cult called himself the family? Not Manson. Yeah, Manson. He had the family. They called themselves the family. I'm beginning to think the family here. The family. If you know, you know.
Yes, and I can
Yeah.
say the name if you want.
Go ahead.
But, well, oh, Jesus.
Okay. How about an initial?
Yeah, HF.
HF. Okay.
And
You want me to say it?
that's up to you.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not getting into that. I don't know nothing
I don't know. He cracks me as it puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
about the name or the person. So,
Type.
one thing I would ask though, Darren, if we're thinking if we're thinking you're disowned now, going back to that conversation with Cindy, is there anything else that you'd like to share about that conversation?
Go ahead.
That Cindy said to you on the phone that everybody else don't know?
Oh, really, C. Taylor? Don't forget, Derry said he lied to YouTube a few days ago because he needed to a while to gathering info. The Derry who's currently talking. So he's saying that he will put out misinformation. Why don't you just not fucking talk until you get the information? How about that? That would be a more respectable thing to do. Or just say, just not talk. Yeah, just not talk.
Yet, but I hinted around.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Poor
I'd like
Jack
to hear it.
Sullivan. It's
We'd like
becoming
to
a
hear it.
circus.
Darren, can you remember what I'm talking about?
Spit it out. Spit it out there, Kent.
Yeah, spit it out, Ken. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, spit it out.
Well, when this is going back to the what Belinda just asked, was that when Malehya was on the run or when it wasn't? Malehya took off after Darren eavesdropped. Then he got a call, and when he was on his way home from Truro, that Malehya had left her mother's on last Thursday. Friday, CPS stepped in and went to the reserve and got Meadow. Then when he calls Cindy back on Saturday afternoon, because this is what he told me, the one more chance. He was trying to confirm it with Malehya, but he couldn't because the people down on the reserve kept her protected. So he had one more chance, and that was going back to Cindy. And when he contacted Cindy Saturday afternoon, Cindy said, Darren, I'm not talking to you no more. I'm done. Malehya will have to deal with what she's done. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. And Darren said that's when he heard what he thought was Malehya talking in the background. And then Cindy said, well, Malehya's here. But Malehya sounded like she was talking in the background, but he couldn't tell what she was saying.
Didn't you already say that, Darren, on here?
That's exactly true.
Yeah, yeah.
What he just said is exactly true.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy's right. If Malehya did something, she's going to have to deal with it. If Daniel did something, he's going to have to deal with it. Now, it sounds like Daniel's mommy, is trying to twist that little timeline a little bit and make it more convenient now, but it's not going to do anything.
I'm going to sidestep this for 1 second because I'm tired.
You always do. Now, you always do. Listen, you can be a pain in the arse sometimes.
No.
Jesus.
And it's driving me crazy. Can you confirm or deny that a boot was ever found underneath a couch at all?
I've never heard this. A boot found under a couch? I've never heard that.
I never heard anything about a boot being found under a couch. No, I never.
Like Lily's pink boot. Okay, thank you.
I heard that on a searchers video. It was an update on the searchers. I heard that, but I had never had any way of knowing if it was just a mistake in the misprint or what.
Josephine tonight.
But they said they found the pink rubber boot underneath the.
I might text Joe. He didn't send me any pictures of his guinea pigs today. Hope he's okay.
Couch.
That was on the audio tapes?
Yeah.
Because that's where I thought I heard it too, but I couldn't remember. That's why. But okay. So it was on the. Okay. Now, I wanted myself to go back to one thing and then Belinda can go. But I wanted to go back to, sorry. Hey, Daniel.
Please, I told you, this is what I hate, and I want to focus on Belinda. I really do. I want to take this off me. This is Belinda. This is your time, and you deserve it. You really.
Well, she does deserve it, but you took it.
You do. God love
A
you.
lot of
God
it.
bless you.
Go ahead.
And if you want to call me up privately and give me shit or anything else, I'll take it gracefully. And
I just want answers. I don't care who gives them to me. I just want answers.
And you know what? That's what a grandmother does right there. That's what a mother does. And that's what a father does. They say, I don't care. I don't care. I just want answers. And you got Malehya out here not doing a damn thing to get answers. And you got Daniel over here giving every answer possible. Jan, good to see you, baby. 14 months. How you doing? Thank you so much, Jan, for your continued support, my dear. I really do appreciate that, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Jan. Always a pleasure, honey. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. It's such a good thing that I'm not in Nova Scotia right now, like I was supposed to see my family. It's very frustrating that someone is willing to say, no, not yet. We haven't done chicken party yet. It's very frustrating to see someone to say that they will willingly give false answers out because they were waiting on the answers, like they're waiting for an email or a fax. You don't have the technology to give you those answers. You can get someone's account but that's it.
You want the timeline from Janie. You would like that.
Yes.
Said, right?
Yes.
And I'm really.
Would you like me? I'll talk to Janie and try to get her to contact you and vice versa. Would that be all right?
There's must have got lost. Woohoo! You're almost at your year, baby. Thank you so much, must have got lost. How you doing? Thank you, babies. Appreciate you so very much. Must have got lost. How you doing, honey? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Hey, wait, what? You are at 8 months, baby, on and off, but have been a Pearl girl for a few years. Thank you. Wait, what? I know you've been here for a long time. You're an OG, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know why people's getting booted. I'm so sorry, guys. YouTube is crazy. What was that? We're waiting for more lotion for the party, VA Dynamic says. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Justin, not trying to change the subject, but I'm really looking forward to this year. Are you? It's coming. And guys, I'm getting ready to do a live on this. Do you guys know what time did I send this last night? There is a new, bear with me 2 seconds. There is a case that I've been covering for years, or watching for years. It was before I was a creator. But they are finally getting some answers, hopefully. And it's coming. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you in a minute.
All right.
That would be great.
Thank you so much. Wait.
Belinda,
Sure she will.
Belinda, what else did you want to ask about? Anything about that day that he would know, or
how many dogs were on that property? Do you know?
Listen.
Because I know Daniel told me her dog was like a Yorkie mix, but the dog I heard Saturday was a really big dog.
No, he's not really big. He's about a foot high at the spine, and he's one dog that I know of that I saw there, and he looks like a little bigger Yorkie, but he's kind of a mutt too. I think he's probably got not a purebred or anything. But
does Justin have a dog? Because this dog was big.
Listen.
Maybe.
Now, and these people saying, "Oh, why didn't the RCMP have cadaver dogs in there?" It's my understanding that there was one through there.
No, there was.
No, there wasn't. There was never cadaver dogs. The RCMP actually confirmed that there was no cadaver dogs.
Wasn't.
No, they stated there was no cadaver dogs. They were all tracking and scent dogs.
There's only one cadaver dog in all of Nova Scotia. There's only one.
Okay.
Now, they said they were bringing a cadaver dog in. Remember when Daniel was talking about that? Did you know?
Yes, they did state they were going to bring the cadaver dogs in, but they didn't.
But
they said it could be the next step, but that's right. They never ever did. Now, something that I seen on another channel, and I can't remember what it was, or I give them a shout out. They were saying that cadaver dogs takes 4 to 6 weeks to be able to pick up the death scent. I don't know if that's true.
That's absolutely 100 unequivocally false. 100% false. That is not true. They can pick it, some can pick it up almost instantly to hours, within hours. Do you guys remember this case? Let me show you this. I know y'all have seen it. I know y'all have seen this case. Look at this. Watch this. Y'all remember Jennifer Kess? She's been missing since 2006. Remember this? Well, we're going to cover it because there is some very new information. Family says missing Florida woman Jennifer Kess no longer considered cold as new evidence emerges. Yep. New evidence has emerged. I'm getting ready to drop a video on it. Can't wait. Guys, let's have a chicken party. Y'all so deserve it. Even Edgar's ready to dance. Even Edgar's ready to dance. Aren't you, Edgar? Yeah. Let's dance, mother chickens. Shall we?
Katie! Oh, Katie! Katie! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Daniel! Oh, Daniel!
Daniel! Get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my gut to the go. You act like you starving, Monquito. Now I said that's enough. You want to bite me? Huh? Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat.
No.
Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not going to care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving. Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now, didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now, I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey.
I found him! I found him! Bobby, this is the guy I was talking to you about. I had these...
Nigel, where are you, Nigel?
Bobby, come
Nigel,
over
what
here!
I tell you about running off all the
Yeah,
day?
he's
Oh
got
my
brakes
God!
this time! I found these great!
Oh, and he's got...
Oh, man! Oh, when everybody hears about this, they're going to be so
Oh, he's got grapes!
And then I'm going to tell Mom and
great!
Dad.
Nigel, you really
I'm
have
gonna
done
tell
yourself!
Sister,
Hey,
and
guys!
Alan,
Hey,
and
check
everybody
it
else
out!
at school
This is
and
great,
things
oh,
and
man!
man.
Lady, you look silly. Take that stupid ass wig off. Come over here talking to me in Chinese. Bitch, I don't want to hear that shit. I thought you were going to give me some banana cakes or something.
Yeah, me smell cocoa butter cheese. Yeah, right there. Give me a kiss. Damn, you got to be an Instagram model or something. Here, put this shit on your gram right here. There you go. Yeah, give me a kiss. Don't move. This one going on the wall in my trailer.
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Oh my God, look at Chris.
Joe Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
Kumbaya.
Oh. Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021. I think.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass. As for the lights, we will leave for that.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
Christopher! Oh, Chris!
to. Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're privy to.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, red zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? How you doing? Well, I can.
How you doing?
It's Daniel Martell. Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you. You all are amazing. We did a chicken party tonight. Mic drop. How you doing? Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you. Hopefully there will be justice for Lilly and Jack sooner than later. Let's pray. Let us pray. Love you too, Mom of Angel. Silver Patron is the. Thank you, Roxy. Really do appreciate you. We'll finish the rest of that later. I've got to now film some videos and stuff, so I'll be up for a few more hours. Sipping on the Patron. Yes. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, honey. All right, guys. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up and sharing the live out and all that you do. I really do appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Lorraine. We needed that, didn't we, Lady for Justice? Yes. Justin, are you going to Katy Perry and Scissor Sisters? I don't know, but it sounds like a good time. Don't forget to answer my text, Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou, how do you do? Cindy, which one did you send? What's it about? Okay, I got this. Okay, let me check this 1 second. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Peacemaker. Thank you, dear. Joe, we were asking about you a little bit ago. We were asking about you. I said you didn't send me any pictures of the guinea pigs today. I sent a text too a few days ago. I'm sorry, Trishy. I get so many, I don't even know. I swear sometimes I think I reply and I guess I just read it. I don't know. Of course. Of course I do. No pig pics. No pig pics. Joe loves his guinea pigs. And if he loves his guinea pigs, that makes me happy. Lisa Ann, thank you so much. I sent you a text 3 months ago. Probably Lolo. And TikTok's name is. Yeah. Yeah. Clutch them pearls. Yes, for days. He sure does. Thank you, Soldier Girl. Probably Mama Angie, same. I love the animals too. Read but no response. Resend it. If you have a text you want me to see, send it again. Just send it again so I'll see it. All right, guys. And drink, don't drive. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Don't ever drink and drive. Ever. I was 17 years old and got hit by a drunk driver. I sent you a super chat. You missed it, be in Florida? I missed it? It doesn't. Oh, a waterfall is a mile away, chest deep in water. I'm sorry I missed that, be in Florida. I apologize, honey. I think we should. I think we should check it out. Where's my monkey at? She's right here. Waking up. She's waking up. Here's his CP. She played on the playground today a little bit, and she was at the pool getting all kinds of loves. I'm getting ready to drop a short on her channel. She night before last, it was 2:00 in the morning, and I was editing videos, and she's over here on the curtains, swinging from the curtains. She was over there swinging from the curtains, and I was like, you'll have to listen to it because I kind of make a joke, but it's kind of not a joke as well. You'll get a crack out of it. Hold on. Let me see here. I'll upload it now. I can probably upload it now. Maybe. Let me see if I can upload it now. Remy Pearl. I uploaded one here the other day on this channel. Remy Pearl. Oh, no, it's a short. One second. Y'all will laugh your ass off. Let me see. Where's that? I'll find it. I'll upload it. So funny. She was on so much the other night. It was so funny. One second. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll upload it. Let me see here. Videos. Oh, I got it. Here it is. Here we go. I'm getting ready to upload it. Just going to take a second. You guys are going to laugh. Public. Okay. All right, I'll share it in the chat here. It's almost done uploading. It's not going to take long. You'll laugh. Won't you know me? Remy loves the mic. She loves anything that's she's not supposed to be on. She likes to break the mic cords. Yes, you do, don't you? You're going to be up all night. She won't be up all night. Does she like the pool? No. Not yet. All right, here it is. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to drop it in chat. All right. There it is. And if you haven't subbed up to Remy's channel, sub up to Remy's channel. We're getting ready to, I know I keep saying it, but we're getting ready to do a lot of content over there as well. I know a cordless microphone will be needed. It sure will. There it is. So go look at that and let me know what you think. It's like there. Oh, actually, I can play it probably here. Watch this. I can play it probably here. Hold on. Wait a second. I can play it here, so you don't gotta go. Okay, watch this. This is so funny. Thank you for just subscribing. It happens. Oops. At 2 a.m. This is what happens at 2 a.m. You have this little lady literally climbing from the curtains. Pearl. Scratching her butt. Yeah, nothing to see here. Watch her. Nothing to see here. We got to get you that stripper pole, girl. This is what happens at 2 a.m. We got to get her that stripper pole. You have this little lady. We got to get her that stripper pole. Climbing from the curtains. Pearl. Yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right. We got to get you that stripper pole, girl. This is what happens. Yep, 2 a.m. That's her at 2 a.m. I was editing my videos and I hear something that's not a usual sound, and she's over there swinging by the blinds. You needed that. You can see it better on the channel if you want to see it better on the channel. No. All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you. Get some rest. Hug the ones you love. Life is short. Enjoy it. You get only so many trips around the sun. Love you guys. Good night. God bless everyone.